Good morning, my beautiful friends on the internet. I hope you're doing very well. I am actually doing pretty great. The past weeks have been crazy busy. I've started so many new things, so many new projects, but that's not what it's gonna be about today. Today I'm gonna talk a little bit about pain. Physical pain, but also like mental pain or psychological pain that you take with you from the past, and also when you think about the future. But yesterday I've been getting a little tattoo. There's still like the foil on it, and what is interesting, I don't know if you know, but if you put yourself, or if somebody else puts you into like a hypnotic state, it's actually true that you could undergo an operation and don't feel pain at all. So really what that shows is if you are relaxed enough, you basically separate from your physical body and the sensations it can feel. So this just shows that your mind is such a powerful tool you can use for yourself. And what I've been trying yesterday while I was getting the tattoo, also here it wasn't like such a big deal, didn't really take that long, but I was trying to get myself into like a really meditative state so that I couldn't feel the pain anymore. Of course it didn't work because I'm still on the very beginning of everything, but what happened to me is I was really like telling myself go deeper and deeper, go down and down, and I was still feeling the pain, but I separated from the pain. Like I could feel it, but I didn't identify it as mine, and I didn't really identify with the pain at all. So I could just lie there, not really thinking about the pain, not even telling myself that I'm feeling the pain, just basically being there, totally relaxed, holding still, no problem at all. And also here, I will talk a bit more about the physical pain, psychological pain in depth a bit more. And also, don't worry if you still need some external stimulants to like reduce your pain. Completely normal, it's fine. I do it too. For me, I actually use CBD, so I'm going to talk a little bit about that later, just because it's like super natural. No, not supernatural, but like really natural. But yeah, now it's time for breakfast. Breakfast is today bagels with, I've got some hummus there, then some vegan cream cheese, oat veggie bowls, greens, and yeah, that's it. I'm gonna dig in. It's actually already like midday. I was sleeping a bit too much, also because yesterday I was going to the gym for the first time in like 6 months, because the gyms in Germany or in Berlin are still closed, but we went to Leipzig and the gyms there are open, so that was really nice. I squatted, I deadlifted, trained my booty, so now my lower back, my legs are like, oh my god, so that's also part of the physical pain, which I'm going to talk about in just a moment. But yeah, let's first dig into this. Just look at it. Who is a bagel fan here too? Like, in order to become super healthy, you also want to nourish your body. In order to transform yourself and like make the best out of you, you do not only want to like learn more about yourself, about everything, like transforming your mindset and stuff like that, but you also very much want to take care of your body. So I'm doing this with healthy food and movement. In order to understand this concept of psychological pain, you basically need to like question your timeline of like how you see the past, the future, and the present playing together. Because whatever happens, whatever you do, whatever you think, is always gonna be happening in this now moment. So it's always gonna be now. Just think about it. Have you ever done anything, thought anything, felt anything that wasn't happening in this now moment? And now you might say, wait a second, but I thought about the present, or I thought about the future or the past or whatever. Yes, but when you were thinking it, it was happening now. So that's exactly where this mental pain comes from, because you were not living in this now moment. but you were actually thinking about the past of like what has happened or what has not happened. Maybe you felt guilty or you felt sad. Now you're thinking about all the moments where you have associations to of like, I did do something, or a person did do something to me, which was happening last week, last month, 5 years ago, whatever, and you're still keeping these memories, so these stories that you tell yourself in this very low frequency vibe of like hate, guilt, fear, whatever it is. Yeah, so now when you think back, you still let these memories, these stories influence your now. Yeah, so now you may be thinking about, oh, but back then person XYZ did this to me, so now I still feel bad about that person or that moment or that situation. And because maybe also in the past I had like a really bad presentation in front of people, now that's still blocking me from actually going forth and speaking to people, right? So now you're still keeping this pain, you're bringing this pain from the past into your now. And also here, pain is not necessarily just like the bodily pain that you're experiencing when you scratch yourself, but it's very much the emotional pain that you're feeling. Okay, and same with like the future. If you think about needing to do something or worrying about what might happen, and maybe it doesn't even happen because usually it turns out differently, right? Then you're projecting a lot of stress onto your now because you're already worried, you're already afraid, you're already stressed out about things that might happen tomorrow, in a week, in a month, in a year, and maybe it's not even gonna be that bad, maybe it's just gonna figure itself out, or if you would just stay in the present moment, you wouldn't even notice it that much. Yeah, because you're not letting yourself feel fear, which is emotional pain, stress, emotional pain, and it like stress also affects your whole body. You get sick much more quicker. Instead of saying in this moment, being like, I'm here and I'm gonna see what's going on right now. Not what has happened to me yesterday, 2 months ago, 2 years ago, not what's gonna happen tomorrow or in 5 years, but just now. And go from moment to moment to moment to moment. Because if you're honest to yourself, there's only ever going to be this moment. And also here, every second there's a new moment, and there's a new opportunity to expand and to decide anew. So even if now you're still identifying with your pain, in the next moment, in the next second, you can choose to no longer identify with you, that pain with you. Yeah? I know it's a little bit like, oh my God, what is going on here? But that's exactly what I teach in my coachings as well. So if you're struggling with it so much, just reach out to me. We can talk about it. I would be so happy to go through everything with you because it goes so much deeper. Trust me, it goes so much deeper. Also yesterday, while I was contemplating about pain and the tattoo and all of that, I actually had like a new revelation about an old belief that I had, and I saw how much more it's actually still impacting me right now. And because I saw it, I can now overcome it much more easily because now I know where it's coming from and why it's there. So I now no longer decide to take the story from the past, which is basically I'm not able to talk to people or to express myself. I need to withhold my words because I had like a really big belief installed into me when I was young. Okay, so I want yourself to ask, what stories am I still telling myself about me, about my life, about how life should be, how I should be? And really think about it. Is it limiting me? Is it limiting you? Is it actually serving you, or is it holding you back in this like limited space, in this like low frequency, bringing you this like mental pain? And the way to free yourself from it is to actually be super focused, be mindful, put your hand over your heart, start breathing, and ask yourself, what is it now? And will it matter in a year? And then accept it. And also here, accepting doesn't mean to say it's good that it happened, or it's positive, or I'm forgetting about it. No, it's still gonna be there. It's gonna be part of your story, but it really depends on how you want to bring the story into your now? Do you want to tell the story of a victim? Or do you want to tell the story of somebody who overcame a hardship and now is growing into such a strong and awesome, beautiful person? So just think about it. Alright. So that's the concept of like mental pain, right? And it's going down so much deeper. As I said, if you want to work with me, I really make sure to work with people over a longer period of time, just because I know how hard it can be to overcome these things, and how sometimes they're very much like installed into us. So it's basically like a blueprint of how you're living life. Yeah, so we really want to dive deep and dig deep and see what kind of beliefs and patterns and associations you're still holding with yourself, so that we're able to let it go and get into this like awesome and free life where everything is possible, because everything is already here. The only thing that's limiting you is basically yourself. So I'm here for you. If you need help, if you want to talk, just reach out to me. I would be so happy to do so. And let's dive into the physical pain. And I know, physical pain. Also here, there's like this whole concept. I'm not going to dive in super deep, but basically, of course, you have your body. You kind of are your body, but it's also just a body. And we're so much more than a body. I've been diving into energetic work. I'm actually a Reiki practitioner now. I did my certificate. And I've been learning all about like the spiritual energy fields and the chakra healing points and stuff like that. And that our energetic body is actually like a meter or two away from us. And also that our energetic body, because we've got these protons, neutrons, and then the electrodes who are always like circling around, these electrodes are jumping from one thing to another in the air. So I'm exchanging my energy with the camera right now. I'm also exchanging my energy with you because you're watching this video right now. So you're picking up on my vibe, you're picking up on my energy. Yeah, so there's so much more to it. But what I actually wanted to say to you is that pain, as I was mentioning before, is also just an energy, because if you touch your skin, there's an energy that goes from your skin, is like, oh my god, somebody's touching me, is gonna go through your spinal cord into your brain. So it's just energy traveling from one spot to your body into your brain, and then going back, being like, oh, we just got touched, so we need to feel something. Same with pain. Yeah? So what I was saying before, with me going deeper and deeper and deeper, basically trying to like not identify myself with the pain, which you can also do with illnesses, for example. Sometimes we identify with illnesses and then we just like keep on accumulating these diseases, these illnesses, chronic pain and stuff like that. And sometimes it's very much psychological. So if you take care of your psyche and see if maybe you're on a, it's always subconscious, right? So we're not actually choosing to be sick or to experience pain and stuff like that. But subconsciously, here maybe, of course there are always exceptions, but we're subconsciously choosing, I need to feel pain, or I need to like be in this victim mode, as I said before, which I was in, or I need to get sick so that I get attention from people. And sometimes also here, when we get sick, we identify with that sickness, with that disease, and it just makes it worse, because then we're like, oh yeah, I'm accepting, or I'm not even accepting my faith. I'm just living in that knowledge, in that thought, that I'm gonna go deeper and deeper and deeper into it, and then I'm not really doing anything about it. But if you want to learn more about it, also here, I'm not the most experienced in that field, but if you want to know more about it, just take a quick Google of like self-healing meditations. There's like a whole group, a whole movement on this planet of people healing themselves through very hard mental work. And it's just amazing what our bodies are capable of doing. And also here, take care of your body. If you do a lot of like meditations, take it slow, really think about this like pain that you accumulate in your now, see if it's really serving you. And then also here, eating healthy, maybe going outside more, taking cold showers if that's for you, challenging yourself, going out of your comfort zone, training. So important to create this like bigger and much more powerful mindset that you can actually make it, that you can go into the universe, into this realm which is already there for you, but you need to decide to step into it so that you can live the life that you deserve, that you want to experience, but you're still holding back probably. Yeah, so just let go of all these thoughts of like, oh, I cannot, or I'm not allowed to, or shouldn't. Just let go of it. Who says that you cannot, or you shouldn't, or you're not allowed to? Again, it's you. It's your past, the things that you've learned. Strip it away, okay? All right, but yeah, let's get into, again, the bodily pain, physical pain. Also here you can control it mentally, but if you're not that willing to put in so much effort, which I completely understand, sometimes it just feels a little bit like woo. And the past months, or like if you would come at me with that like 3 years ago or something, I would be like, what the hell are you talking about? I didn't even know about Reiki and stuff like that. Now, of course, it feels amazing. But there's nothing wrong in actually needing anesthesia. Like also here, if I would go through an operation, I would definitely get some anesthesia because I feel like I'm just not that evolved yet. Or also here, when I have cramps, of course, there are like some practices you can do. Actually, the other day, again, physical pain, I had stomach pain, which felt bad. I really didn't like it, and I was just like taking it super slow, just watching a lot of videos about EFT and NLP, and there was actually a practice on like taking the pain out of your body and restoring it with something super positive, beautiful, and bright. And I was like, huh, this feels kind of weird, you know? But then also I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna try it because I want to evolve my practice. I want to evolve bringing more knowledge to you, and also bringing much more deeper healing into my coaching. So of course I'm gonna try it on myself first before trying it on other people. And yeah, I did this practice of like taking the pain away. And also here, the pain wasn't totally disappeared. I actually had like 2 pain points, one in my stomach and one here. But then after that, I did the practice and the pain in my stomach was completely gone. It was so weird, but again, this proves that energy, and if you believe in it, of course, you need to be open for it. If you're like, what the hell, it's not gonna work. But you need to be open for it, and it actually worked so well. So I was super surprised. But also what I tried here to do first is to take some CBD. And I love CBD so much. It's actually super great for pain. Like it's alleviating the symptoms of pain, and it's actually against cramping. So you know, when you have pain or when you have cramps, or also muscle soreness or whatever, a lot of times your muscles are just like cramping together. And CBD also helps in relaxing your body. So it helps in better sleep, actually falling asleep quicker. It helps for, as I said, alleviating pain. It also helps against anxiety, which is amazing. I love it so much. When I'm super nervous and I need to go into like a job interview or some other interview, or just meeting new people and stuff like that, sometimes I can get a little bit freaked out. Again, because there's still a little story inside of my head of like, Tanya, you're not the people person, or you are socially awkward. I used to tell that to myself for the longest part, and we were actually making jokes about it with like friends and stuff like that. So it got very deep, to the point that it basically got my identity, which is no longer the case, thank God. But sometimes it just, you know, creeps back in. but then I take a little bit of CBD and it helps so much. It helps so much against my cramps. It helped a little bit with the stomach pain, and also now with pains like that, or headaches, or super awesome against muscle soreness. As I said, I did heavy squats and deadlifts yesterday, just took some CBD, and my legs actually feel good. Like, I was just jumping around a little bit, dancing, and I can still feel it. I mean, it's not like a painkiller, but it feels so good. You just take a couple drops and it's basically this wonder, this wonder thing that helps with so much. And which I love is that I also can give the CBD to kiwi. For this video, I'm actually working with Nordic oil. They're amazing. They are produced in Europe. They're all natural. They really take care of everything, so that the products are just like super pure, and they actually have in them what they say they have in them, because sometimes that can also be an issue. And what I love about them as well is that they have like an animal range base of CBD as well. Because when kiwi is in heat, or sometimes she gets a little bit anxious, or she barks a lot at other dogs, which is also the sign of like, I'm kind of like agitated and nervous and stuff like that, I give her a couple drops every day and night in her food, and it's so much better. Also, when she's in heat, she gets really freaked out sometimes, so I gave her the CBD drops, and it works so well. I just love it. And also here with the CBD, you want to take it basically every day, so you build up the tolerance, is it the tolerance? I don't really know, but so that your body actually gets used to taking CBD, and then it's in your body quicker, I guess. But yeah, how you want to do it is you take a couple drops under your tongue, and it's getting absorbed by the mucus really, really quickly. And yeah, you will feel the benefits pretty much straight away. For me, it doesn't really feel like a big difference, so there's no THC or something in it, so it's completely legal, don't worry about it. But yeah, you'll just feel a little bit more relaxed, a bit more at ease, less pain, less cramping, whatever it is. And also Nordic oil actually has different options for you. So you have the drops, but if you feel like the drops, they really taste awful. I mean, I kind of like it. It tastes really like natural, you know, but they also have like a nose spray, so it also gets absorbed by the mucus. You have a lip balm. They also have chewing gum. So it's really up to you what you prefer. But yeah, CBD definitely is such a wonder product. And I'm so happy to see it's coming up more and more and more. I've been using it actually for a couple of years already, like from different brands, but I love it. I really love it. And because it's natural and there's no chemicals in it and stuff like that, it's really not harming your body at all. So yeah, check them out if you want to. Also here, go deeper into the energy work. Also here, if you want to have like a Reiki session to really like see and channel, see where all the different blockages are in your body, just reach out to me. If you want to check out the CBD, go ahead, click the link below. If you have other questions about anything that I've talked about, or also different topics, also just feel free to reach out to me and let me know if you want to have more videos like this, or if I should stick to my workout videos. I feel like I like the variation in it, but it's completely up to you. I'm here for you. I hope you liked it. Check me out on Instagram. I post a bit more knowledge there. And yeah, I would be super happy if you could leave me a like, give me a comment of how you liked it, what else you want to hear, to learn, me to talk about. I would be so happy about it. And yeah, thank you so much. Hope to see you again next time. Bye.